Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Minecraft Therapy. I'm manifesting it. We are going to get some freaking iron tools. Wow, I can't believe I built this ugly-ass house. What do I have here? Nice. What the fuck does copper even do, bro? Like, copper is probably, literally, a 5 years old material at this point, and I still don't know what the fuck to do with it. I gotta read the Minecraft wiki. Okay, what's up, guys? Today I want to give y'all some more, I don't know, I don't want to call it advice because that sounds very preachy, and to be honest, I'd have no idea what the fuck I'm doing either. But I want to give some advice / lessons I learned from my 20s. Last week I made a video of a complete guide to your 20s. Spoiler alert, it's not the complete guide. There's some stuff I didn't include in that video because it didn't fit into a nice jokey format. So today I want to just, in this format, I can have a bit more time to go more in depth and talk to y'all about some #real shit without feeling to need I need to make a joke every 2 seconds. So that's what we're going to do today. Quick disclaimer before we jump in. Like I said, I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying, bro. I'm about to tell y'all some shit about, money management and taxes and how to deal with other people. Let me say, listen, I don't have a degree in fucking finance or being an accountant, bro. I don't have my, what do they call it, a CPA? I don't have that shit, bro. So take all this shit with a grain of salt, please. I'm begging you. I cannot be responsible if if you guys I don't know, fucking lose all your money in in your IRA or something. You know what I mean? So take it all with a grain of salt. Also, before I jump in, I just want to say I feel like I'm having not the best week. I'm I'm a little sad this week, guys. Because of some personal stuff in my life, and I need some coal. I'm sure there's coal down here. Oh, are we gonna? Yeah, let's get some coal before we go down here. I'm kind of down this week. I'm kind of having an I can do it with a broken heart week. I'm no, I can do it. I can hop on Minecraft Therapy and be all cheery, but I don't know. I'm just feeling a little sad this week, and I guess I just want to say, take off the mask for a second and say if y'all are feeling sad this week or whatever, I'm right there with you, bro. But we can do this. We can do this. But let's just jump right in. So I want to start off with kind of where's some coal? I want to start off by kind of giving some more mentality, mindset, how you should, I don't know, lessons I learned in my 20s that I didn't know when I was a naive little 19-year-old bitch that I wish I knew. And from there we'll go into the more practical stuff later on in the video. So first thing I want to say is that this is going to sound very cynical, but everyone has a selfish reason for doing whatever they do. No one is no one's giving you a job out of the kindness of their hearts. No one's doing you a favor out of the kindness of their hearts. Everyone is self-motivated. And I'm not saying that people aren't nice and and that it's impossible to and that you shouldn't trust anyone in your life or anything. I do think there might be people in your life who you may be able to trust unconditionally, but no one is doing you any favors in life. And I think that's important to realize, because once you realize that, it's not it's not all sunshine and rainbows out there, and that you really should think about, like, if someone is doing something for you, it's like, don't take it as like, oh, this person's just giving me a gift and like, wow, I'm so indebted to them. There's this Drake quote I really like in Do Not Disturb, where he says, distractions will do you in the truest sense, especially people that want to lecture me and frame it like they want the best for me. Sorry, I fell because I'm reading my notes. And frame it like they want the best for me, or check for me, whatever splits it up so there's more for them and less for me. Yeah, and I think that's just important to realize, because it can help you. It can help prevent you from being taken advantage of. I'll just give a quick example from my own life. I feel like the first job I had, I was kind of, I thought that, like, oh, my coworkers and like quote unquote boss, even though we were, in a past life I was working in a startup and I was an equal founder or whatever. But like, yeah, basically my co-founders, they had ulterior. Is it ulterior or ulterior? I think it's ulterior. They had ulterior motives for like everything they said to me, right? Because they would say to me shit like, oh, like, this job is a really good opportunity, and even if you want to write a book later in your life, it's better if you do this job first and get money, so then you can pursue your passions later on with that freedom, right? Basically saying all this shit to like encourage me to stay at a job I didn't like, because they wanted me to. They knew I was contributing to the company, and they wanted. They had their own selfish reasons for wanting me to stay. So maybe there was a part of them that was also, that truly did believe like, oh yeah, the best way for me, introverted madness, to pursue my dreams is to work at this job and get money. But also, like, I think the main reason they were saying that shit was because they knew they were gonna benefit from making me think that way. You know what I mean? Like, they were not actually looking out for me and thinking that working at that job was the best way for me to pursue my dreams. They cared about their own motives and pursuits, and they valued that. And I think it's just important to realize that everyone is doing that as an adult. Everyone is they are putting themselves first. Except for maybe your parents, and maybe like your two best friends might like actually have your best interest in mind. But I think the sooner you learn that the majority of people don't have your best interest in mind, and even if they act like they do, and you have to be the one at the end of the day to truly know what your best interests are. The faster you learn that, I think the better off you'll be, because you'll avoid being taken advantage of. And kind of going off that, I think, well, not really, but this is kind of like another lesson I learned at my previous job, is that you can do everything right and still not get happiness. You can get the right job, you can go to the right school, do the right things, do the mature things, like drive safely, you obey the law. Like, you can do everything right and still not be happy. And I'm not saying that means you should like start doing illegal shit, but I think it's important to realize that the just following like, the laid out path that I think, like, a lot of immigrant parents, for example, want their kids to pursue because it's the safe path. That is not going to guarantee you happiness. And if you're not happy, then, like, what the fuck are we doing here? What's the point? For example, at my last job, I was really unhappy, and oh, I have no blocks. I have this block. Nice. I was really unhappy because it was just a job. Whatever. I'm not here to roast my previous job, but I was just unhappy at my last job. And it wasn't paying well. It was like what the fuck? It's like this job is it's like I went to the college, I got like the typical CS job. I'm doing like the startup thing, and it's like everything in my life is like there is like going badly. You know what I mean? Like I'm not happy, and I'm not even making any money from this stupid ass job. You know what I mean? It's like if, and that's another thing. It's like I really think I don't begrudge anyone who like quote unquote sells out, right? Because like I think listen, it's a hard world out there, bro. Like you gotta like support your family and shit. Like I said, like you have to look out for yourself. How am I gonna get that coal? You have to look out for yourself, and I think like it's if you're gonna sell out, just sell out all the way. Ask for the money. Like don't negotiate yourself down. Ask for the most amount of money. Don't feel guilty about it. We live in a fucked up world, everyone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish the world was different, where it was like you didn't have to fucking like be this asshole who needs to like negotiate for every single dollar. But like, if you don't do that, people will fuck you over, and then you're just fucked over and unhappy. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I wish we lived in like a different world, you know what I mean, where it wasn't necessary to be an asshole. And I do think like there is something to be said for like in like change in the greater world starts on an individual level, and like, you know, for example, like you don't have to be an asshole to like I don't know, like your customer service people, or like you know what I mean, like you don't, or like you can like be nice to people. I'm not saying be an asshole, but I'm saying like in the corporate sense, like if you're gonna sell out and get the corporate job, which is totally fine, I totally respect and understand it. Like do it all the way. Get the money, get your bag. Like don't do it halfway where you're like, I feel guilty about like selling out, so I'm gonna like, you know, not ask for my full worth. Get your full worth. Hello, it's editing me. I just want to add that for most, basically all office jobs, you should negotiate your salary. And negotiating your salary really just means asking for more money. You know, the worst thing they can do if you ask for more money is they say no. I think like 99.9999% of a job, no one is going to rescind the offer if you negotiate your salary. So just negotiate your salary. Go on Google, find out what the typical salary range is for your industry, and just ask for the highest possible reasonable number. Don't feel embarrassed at all. Most employers expect you to negotiate, so make sure you negotiate, and don't leave money on the table, because I promise you that company is not doing jack shit with the extra $10,000 that they would have paid you. Okay, that was actually not the point of the thing I was trying to say. The point what I was trying to say is that you can do everything right and not get happiness, right? So like I was working at the previous job. I was unhappy. I wasn't even making any money, and it kind of hit me where I was like, well, if I'm gonna be not making any money, I might as well be not making any money doing something I actually enjoy. You know what I mean? And that's what inspired me to start actually like going harder on this YouTube channel and like start taking it seriously. And like that was like probably the best decision of my whole life, and like this whole thing has blossomed from that. So I think it's just important to realize that, and And like this thing, that decision to do this YouTube thing and take it seriously has been the thing that like that has given me a lot of happiness in life. And it's like, if you ask my parents, is it a good idea for me to quit my job and like start doing this YouTube channel? They would have said, no, absolutely not. It's like you need to get a stable job, save up for retirement, blah, 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 blah. And I do think it's important to like save for retirement, but also I think it's important to be happy in life. And I think like it's just important to realize that like doing the right thing does not guarantee happiness. And so therefore there is no right thing. There's no like things you have to do or right path in life. The only right path in life is the one you decide for yourself. I've kind of talked about this on this channel, but it was kind of like coming from this place where, I'm an Asian guy. My parents are the typical Asian parents where they're very, they wanted me to be very into school, and so I was very into school, and I was kind of raised with this mentality that like, oh, that's the right thing to do. And so I was on this path to do the right thing, but then I was unhappy. And it's like, there's no, the right thing to do is whatever makes you happy and at peace with yourself, and like you can wake up in the morning and like be okay with your life. And oh, look at that spider jockey. All right. So I think you have to just listen to yourself, trust yourself, and like know that the right thing to do is whatever you decide for yourself. Because only you. Oh, great. Monsters. Can I smelt some iron while I'm at it? Yeah, let's do that. The right thing is whatever is right for your life. Because only. Oh, bro, that villager. Bro, I can't believe that villager just. That villager was like, yeah, fuck you, bro. You deal with this shit. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta escape. Oh, no. I'm actually. Oh, my God. That villager actually left me to fucking get fucked. Okay, let me replace this door with a block. Oh, my God. I'm gonna kill this villager. Bro, I can't believe you betrayed me like that. You fucking asshole. You deserve to fucking die now. Okay. Another thing I learned from my last job is that, like, at my last job, yeah, fuck you, villager. At my last job, I was literally working harder for someone else's dream than my own dream. Like, yeah, it wasn't even my dream to, like, be part of this startup. It was, like, someone else's dream. And I was, like, putting in, like, really long, like, 10-hour days, 6 days a week to, like, for something I didn't even care about personally. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my dream to start a startup. And then it kind of hit me where it was like, like this, like, even that startup was like a risky proposition. You know what I mean? There was no guarantee it was going to work out. And it was like, well, if I'm going to, like, take this risk for someone else's dream that has a very low probability of working out, this is actually making no sense. I should put that much effort into, like, if I can work this hard for someone else's, fuck. If I can work this hard for someone else's dream, I can work this hard for my own dream. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is kind of also like something I've had to, let me just create a fortress. So this is something I've had to kind of learn in my 20s, is to take my own dreams seriously. Because, like, for some reason, like, I have a hard time taking, like, my own thoughts and, like, as seriously as someone else's. You know what I mean? Even though, like, we're all just human beings, like, I don't think, like, I'm a particularly, unintelligent guy or anything. You know what I mean? It's like, if there's no reason, like, I should be trusting and, like, following someone else's dreams and, like, believing in them more than I believe in myself. You know what I mean? Like, the person I need to believe the most in is myself. And that was just an important thing for me to realize. So yeah, I think like I did learn a lot of lessons from my last job. So I do feel like that's another thing. It's like, I do think I try not to have regrets in my life because I feel like it's impossible to like live like the perfect 100% like speed run completion, like no mistakes life. You know what I mean? Like you're bound to fuck up in life. And I think to have regrets and beat yourself up over like not knowing shit when you didn't know shit, it's like, what are you doing? Like we all make mistakes, we all learn, and so it's not necessary to have regrets. You know what I mean? You can learn from your past mistakes, you can wish things were different, but like to regret it and like live in the past and hold on to that, I don't think is a useful paradigm. Yeah. Kind of the last quote unquote lesson from my last job that I'll say is that don't take your job that seriously. Like if you need to change your job or quit your job or like move to Alaska or become a cow milker, like it's not that serious. I feel like at my last job I took it so seriously that like it was hard for me to quit it because it was like I was acting like I don't know. I was just acting like it was going to be like this huge big deal if I quit my job, and it was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to find a new job. And what if my new job isn't as good as this job, and like blah, 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 blah. But like your job is like really, it's an important, I don't want to say it's not an important part of your life because like, your job is an important part of your life, but also it's like not something you have to take so seriously that like you're like, oh my God, I need to like, I can't think about anything else except my job. I can't like ever think about changing totally new career paths and like, because in a way like getting a new career path is like signing up for like a new life, right? Because you're going to be spending 8 hours a day doing something totally different if you switch careers. But also it's like, that's part of life, you know what I mean? It's like you experience new shit, you go out there, you do new shit. It's like, a cat. I kind of want to domesticate this cat. Can I find a salmon? It's not that important to like, stress too much about quitting your job or like, if your job sucks, just quit it, bro. Like, just quit. You'll find a new job. Like, trust me, like, it's gonna be okay, bro. Like, yeah, like. What's the employment rate in America? Like 95%, right? And I'm sure like there are people, worse off than you who aren't as employable as you who are employed. So like I'm sure you'll fit into that 95%, bro. Like it's fine if you don't like your job, quit your job. It's fine. Yeah. I think another important thing I learned in my 20s, it's important to prioritize because you really don't have infinite time, right? There's a lot of things I want to do with my life, but I only have so many hours in the day, and I'm not going to be able to... Where's that cat, bro? I want that cat to be my friend. I'm not going to be able to do everything, right? Like, for example, like, I don't know, like, during my days, I used to have this thing where I was like, I felt like I had to like cook like 2 meals a day to like be healthy and like save money. But then it was like getting crazy because then I was like spending a lot of time cooking every day. And it was like, this is not like a priority in my life to cook. You know what I mean? Like it's a priority in my life to pursue the artistic passions I have and like talk to my friends and like hang out with my dog. It's not a priority to like cook or like, or like play video games. You know what I mean? It's like, the thing is like, it's hard to kind of figure out the big priorities, because it can be sometimes like, like playing, like getting really good at Skyrim is not a priority in my life, but playing video games, it's like a very, it gives you a dopamine rush, and like you're very into it, but like it's just important to like kind of zoom out, like realize what are like the big important things you prioritize in your life, and like just like spend your time doing it. You know what I mean? Like a priority in my life is like working on my YouTube videos and trying to make the best videos I can make. So I should try and spend more time doing that and less time chefing it up. That's not to say you should eat out all the time, guys. Like, come on, let's be healthy. try to cook for yourself sometimes, but it's not necessary for you to become like a fucking Iron Chef like I was like doing for no reason.
I have to restart my potato.
All right. The next kind of big thing I want to talk about is no one really cares, bro. No one really cares about like you specifically in your life, and because of that, I'm tempted to kill you, bro, to take your leashes. I might just trap you. I'm gonna kill you, bro. This is a game. This is not real life. I'm not gonna feel bad for killing a bunch of pixels. Give me those leads, bro. Give me those leads, bro. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Actually, I'm gonna stop doing that. Oh my god. Oh, you spit at me, bro. It's over now. All right, I got a lead. I'll just take one lead, bro. I will spare your friend. Listen, look at that. I'm a nice dude, bro. No one cares. I don't mean that in like in like, oh, no one gives a fuck about you, which is honestly kind of true though. I mean it in a way that's supposed to be freeing, right? Because no one gives a fuck about you, and therefore you could literally do whatever you want and no one cares, bro. Like, you could do stand up. You could go to your local bars, stand up comedy, do an open mic. You could ask the random person out at the bar. You could try and strike up a conversation with random people. Like, I guarantee you, in 30 minutes, they are gonna forget that you even existed. You know what I mean? Like, assuming like you don't become best friends with the person you met at the bar. Even if you feel like embarrassed or whatever, like, no one gives a fuck. No one realizes it, and like that's very freeing, because I feel like, at least for me personally, like I feel like I'm very afraid of being embarrassed, I guess, and what other people think of me. But then you realize that actually no one thinks anything about you, because everyone is like really concerned with their own lives and their own problems. So it's like you don't need to worry about like being embarrassed or whatever. You just live your life. It'll be chill. Next up, all right, I'm just going to start going rapid fire style, because I got a lot of shit I got to say, and it looks like this video is going to be like an hour long. I'm just going to hit the bullet points, bro. All right, next thing I got to say is, if you don't like something, bro, if you don't like a situation, a place, a person, you can just leave. No one is allowed to detain you. That's called kidnapping. So if you don't like, like I said, if you don't like your job, if your boss is being a dick to you at your job, you could literally walk out that fucking door that very moment. You know what I mean? If you're in a movie and you don't like the movie, walk the fuck out of the movie. Save yourself an hour. If you're at a restaurant and they start being dickheads to you, and you haven't eaten any food yet, just walk the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, you don't owe anyone jack shit. And I think it saves you a lot of grief, because then you're not like, you know what I mean? You're not indebted to anyone to like sit there and like suffer through their like whatever. You know what I mean? That is our God-given right to like not be detained by anyone. So if you don't want to be somewhere, just don't be there. It really is that simple. Kind of going off that, you really, people really should not be disrespectful to you. And I feel like this actually took me a while to understand because as a not 20-year-old growing up, I feel like everyone was really disrespectful to me as a kid because I was a kid, you know what I mean? And like they didn't feel the need to like take me seriously or whatever, which to be honest, I still kind of do with kids nowadays. But as an adult, you should expect like a baseline level of like respect from everyone. You know what I mean? Which means like they don't yell at you, they don't curse at you, they like, they can be in a bad mood or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck about that, but like you should know that like if someone is like yelling at you, like that is fucked up, and like you don't have to like interact with them or talk with them, and like you honestly shouldn't talk with them if like someone's being like truly disrespectful to you. I hate the advice, don't burn bridges, because I think that is like a really stupid way to look at life. It's basically being like, oh, you should kiss up to people on the off chance that one day you can use them is what don't burn bridges says to me, which is like, I just think that is, I'm hungry in this game. I gotta fix that. I think that is like just not a good way to live life, because then you live your life like kissing up to people you don't even like, surrounding yourself with people you don't even like, on the off chance that, oh, maybe one day I can like extract some value from them. That's no way to live life, bro. If you don't like someone and you don't want to interact with them, burn that bridge, bro. Don't talk to them. I block people like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you, bro. So I think that's just good to know. I'm not saying like, be an asshole to everyone. It's not necessary to be an asshole to everyone. Sometimes burning a bridge just means like not talking to them ever again. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to actively burn a bridge by being an asshole, but you also don't need to like maintain a relationship for no reason. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of going back to what I said about oh, look at this cat. He's so cute. I need to chop down a tree so I can make a fence here. Oh, I did chop down some trees. Look at that. Yeah, kind of going off, just dip anywhere you don't want to be. I would say if you don't want to, anything you don't want to do, oh, that's not even a fence, goddammit. Anything you don't want to do, just don't do it, bro. Like, it doesn't help anyone if you're like even if you're doing like a favor to someone and you really don't want to do it, just don't do it, bro. Like, it doesn't help anyone if you, it just doesn't help anyone, you know what I mean? Because then you're in a bad mood because you're doing something you don't want to do. The other person is going to pick up on that you don't really want to be doing that thing, and they're going to like feel some type of way about that. It's just best if you just say like, hey man, like, I don't want to do this. Sorry, I'm busy. You don't even have to say I'm busy. Just say I don't want to do it.
Hey, Phoebe, do you want to help?
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to.
Be like Phoebe, guys. Like, don't do shit you don't want to do. Next up, don't make other people's problems your problems. When you are on the airplane and the stewardesses, are they stewardesses? I think they're called flight attendants. Is stewardess sexist? What's the male? Are males stewardesses too? Or are they stewards? Anyway, when the flight attendant is giving their little speech, they always say, hey, in the event of an emergency and the fucking oxygen masks drop down, make sure you put on your own oxygen mask before helping anyone else. Because, that logically makes sense, right? Because if you fucking die from not being able to put on your own oxygen mask, you're not going to be able to help anyone else. So, I think, I need to get a food source going because it's really annoying in this food is kind of annoying in Minecraft. Anyway, it's important. Yeah, if you don't put on your own oxygen mask first, you're not even going to be able to help anyone else. So I think you have to realize that you in your life you have to put on your own air mask first. You have to solve your own problems and prioritize your own life before everyone else's. And I know that's like kind of selfish. I know that's kind of selfish, but like in the world we live in, like at least from personal experience, I found that like if you don't do that, if you don't put on your own air mask first, you are gonna be trying to save everyone else, trying to help everyone else to your own detriment. You are gonna drive yourself crazy, and then you're gonna be at a point where you can't even help anyone else. And then it's gonna be like a thing where it would have just been better if you would have been able to help more people if you had helped yourself. Stay here. I'm gonna name you charcoal because you have gray. Sorry. Yeah, you just gotta help yourself first because that is what is really gonna help everyone else. If you help yourself, you are gonna be able to help more people. And kind of adjacent to that is I think it's important that you don't make other people's problems your problems. You know what I mean? You can be an ear for them to listen to. An ear for them to listen to? No. An ear. You can lend an ear to them so they can share their troubles with you. You can, be a shoulder for them to lean on. You can give advice. But, really don't internalize other people's problems in such a way that, you start really worrying about them and devoting too much of your mental energy to that. And once again, I'm not saying don't be a helpful person and be an asshole. I feel like a theme of a lot of this is to put yourself first, right? That's basically what I've been saying this whole time. Put yourself first, which is different than being an asshole, right? Don't be an asshole, but also prioritize yourself. So yeah. Don't internalize everyone else's problems as your own, right? If your friend is having problems at work, right? I think you can empathize with them, you can listen to their problems about their work, but also once they hang up the phone or they leave or you guys leave the bar or whatever, and it's back to you and your own life, I would say don't think about that. Don't think about it anymore. Go back to your own life and your own problems and figuring it out. Your friend is going to be able to figure out their own problems. And you really don't need to be devoting your free time to trying to solve other people's problems. You know what I mean? I think an important thing to learn is that you can't save everyone. I wish it was different, bros. I really wish shit was different, but you can't save everyone, and it's important to kind of realize that everyone's problems are, at the end of the day, the only person that can really solve your own problems is yourself, and that goes for everyone. And because of that, you can't save other people, you can't save everyone, and you just gotta be a good friend, you gotta be a good person, be there for other people, but also don't, something I like to say is I'm not your dad. You know what I mean? If my son was I don't know, having problems at work, right? I would spend my free time thinking about how to help my son. I don't have a son, by the way. But you know what I mean? But I'm only doing that for my son and daughter. I'm not spending my free time, and my wife, and my parents, maybe. And Yeah, but I'm not spending my free. You have to limit like you really should not be trying to solve everyone else's problems. Yeah. Next up. Let's plow through this. This video is gonna be really long. Next up, the world. I think it's important to realize that the world is really just a big high school. What do I mean by that? As a kid, I used to think the world was run by smart, mature people who surely knew what they were doing, right? Because this is important shit to be in charge of the world and know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, let me get a friend for charcoal. Yo, am I gonna name you Cole? Because that's the other thing in Minecraft. Yo, get back here. Bruh. This is one wily cat, bro. Yo. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, I gotta sneak up on him. This seems to be... Looks like I gotta sneak up on you. Okay. What is it saying? Oh yeah. I used to think the people in charge were like, oh, they must be wise, right? Because they're in charge, and being in charge is a really big responsibility. False, bro. False. The whole world is a big high school. As Juice WRLD said, there's still drama. There's still bullshit. There's still whatever. Everyone is basically still like the same, like, whatever. Like, it's still like the same drama-filled, self-interest-filled, like, world it was. Except everyone is older and a lot more powerful, which is really scary. No one knows what the fuck they are doing. And I think that's just important to realize, because I feel like if you don't realize that, you put a lot of trust in other people to, like, I don't know, make sure everything's okay. But if you realize that no one knows what the fuck they're doing, and, like, they are really no more qualified than you to, like, I don't know, like, be in charge or know what the fuck's going on. The sooner you realize that, like, the more confidence you can almost have in, like, your own like, ability and, like, mental state, and, like, know that you are not, like, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't feel like any of us are that far off from the people in Congress. You know what I mean? I'm not sure that if you replaced everyone in government with 500 randomly selected people in America, that shit would be that much worse. It honestly might be better. So I think it's just important to realize that just because that is really the state of the world, and just being able to approach the world through that lens allows you to not, like, allows you to not be, like, taken advantage of by people who, like, act like they know better than you, because they don't, bro. Like, don't let anyone convince you that, like, they know better than you. I'm not saying, like, don't listen to doctors when they say, like, get your kids vaccinated and shit. But, like, I'm saying, like, just for, I don't know, like shit in your own life, like what job you should have, or, like, who you should vote for, or, like, what's the, like, right thing to do to, like, I don't know, like fix housing in America. Like, I don't know that anyone knows that much better than you. That makes it sound like I'm an anti-vaxxer. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, bro. I'm not saying don't trust the experts, but I'm also saying everyone is motivated by, like, very selfish base desires that are the exact same as when they were, like, 15. Like, everyone is still horny. People mess up because they're horny. People mess up because they want power. People mess up because they think they're better than everyone else. Like, that shit still happens as adults. And don't think that, like, every adult is, like, some, like, wise, altruistic, has the greater good in mind person. All right. That is a lot of mentality stuff. I feel like, just to recap, I feel like a lot of that mentality stuff was like kind of me learning to be more cynical about other people, which I don't know is like, I don't know, just to put a close, because the next thing I want to talk about is like more practical advice. I do think like our world needs to be more trusting of each other and like less cynical, to be honest. I think the world would be a better place if it was less cynical. But I just feel like from my personal, like from my lived experience, if you don't like protect yourself and your own energy and like realize you are a capable human being, like everyone is going to try and take advantage of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like no one is going to be like, oh, you're doing too many favors for me. Maybe you should take a break. You know what I mean? Maybe like a really nice person would do that. But like, but I think most people who aren't like your best friend or your parents are not going to be like, oh yeah, you're being too nice to me. Tone it down a bit. You have to be the one to say that for yourself. Which kind of manifests in being cynical. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I wish the world wasn't cynical, bros. But that's just my advice. Once again, like I said at the beginning of this video, take it or leave it, bro. Like, this is just kind of what I do from my own lived experience. And it seems to benefit me more than if I was just everyone's, if I was everyone's secretary doing favors for them. All right. Let's move on to some more practical advice. So, yeah, let me just dive in. Let's start with like some financial like stuff I picked up through the years that I didn't know when I was 19. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, bro. Do your own research. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is just shit like I do, and what's going on in my brain. Yeah, I feel like money is really the only practical thing you really need to worry about in life, and not even worry, just kind of like take more seriously, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to give you advice on like how to like, I don't know, like clean your apartment or whatever, but like that shit is not really that important, because if you don't clean your apartment well, nothing bad is really going to happen. But if you like I said in the video, if you fumble your money, you might actually die, bro. So, just like, just the basic shit, do all the basic shit, make sure you make more money than you spend. Don't max out your credit card. Don't buy NFTs, like shit like that, bro. Like, basic shit like that. I'm sure you know. Yeah. Next up, yeah. I would say just like general advice is to, how they say like, penny wise, pound foolish. That's a bad thing. You should not be that. You should be pound wise, penny foolish. AKA, it really doesn't matter if you buy avocado toast every day. You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't, like, it matters kind of, but also doesn't really matter. What matters more is like the job you have, right? Because if you have a job that even pays you $10,000 more, you can buy avocado toast every fucking day, bro. And that's why I'm saying, like, you have to negotiate yourself up. Like, don't undervalue yourself. Like, be smart about like the big numbers, right? Like, make sure you negotiate yourself up. If you're gonna splurge on an avocado toast, don't feel bad about it. Compared to like, if you like to travel a lot, right? Budget for that. Like, you know what I mean? You should worry about like the vacations you take. Not worry about it, but like, you know what I mean? Like, a $10 avocado toast is not gonna make or break your budget. Spending too much on like going to 10 concerts, buying like 10 floor seats to Taylor Swift's concerts, that might break your budget. You know what I mean? Be smart about the big decisions, and I'm not saying don't be smart about the small decisions. Figure out how much avocado toast you can afford to buy every month, but it's more important for you to worry about the big numbers than the small numbers. At least for me, that's what I do, because it leads me to be less stressed out, because then I don't have to be fucking like stressed out all the time every time I go outside and like buy an $8 coffee. I don't have to have an existential crisis about that all the time. Because as long as I feel like my big picture is making sense. Yeah. By the way, car insurance is very expensive, guys. I did not realize this going in. Car insurance is going to cost you like $3,000 a year or something. So like, if you think you're going to spend less than $3,000 a year in Ubers, don't buy a car. Just Uber everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Kind of on that, like, pound wise, penny foolish mindset. Damn, I need food, bro, because I can't like mine without food. Let me build some fences and like start to domesticate some animals. Do I have enough wood? Where's all my wood? Yeah, I do. I do have enough wood. I've been chopping wood this whole game unconsciously. Yeah. Right. Next thing, start saving money, bro. Like, as obvious as that sounds, it's good if you save money, bro. So like, I'm about to start talking about investing and shit and like Roth IRAs. But honestly, if you just start saving money and you save more money than you spend every month, and like you see your savings account go up, you are doing like 80% of the work. You know what I mean? Like, even if you don't have a Roth IRA, even if you don't invest, if you save money, you are doing a lot better than a lot of people. So I would say it's important to save money. Okay, let's dive into some more deep shit with saving your money. I think a lot of people want to invest. Like I said, it can be scary to invest. I was scared when I first started investing, but also it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to be that scared. You're not gonna lose all your money in one day. If you're scared, just put like just like open a trading account with like any platform and just put like $100 in and learn how the UI of the website works and like just get used to it, and it'll be okay. I think the best thing for you to invest in is a low-cost index fund or an ETF that's representative of the entire stock market. It's good. Stock market usually always goes up. It's lower risk than just investing in a few stocks, and it's actually better than trying to pick stocks on your own. Lots of data, I think, that backs this up. Once again, this is not financial advice, but I think that's what you should do. Investing can be scary, but it's just like any other thing. I feel like I realized that like I wasn't scared to invest at first, and then I realized like, oh, this is just like, it's almost the same as like logging into my bank account online. It's not that crazy. Yeah, just invest. Just open anything, invest, because I think if you saving is important, and even if you, like I said, if you put your money in a savings account, you're doing 80% of the work. But if it sits in your savings account, it's not going to keep up with inflation. Your money's going to get less valuable over time. So just if you invest, you can keep up with inflation. If you don't want to invest, because investing is like a long-term thing, right? There's a chance in the next year, the stock market's going to go down, right? There's a chance of that every year. And so investing is really more of like a long-term thing. Like think like 10 years, down the line, you're gonna reap the rewards of your investment. Not to say that has to be the case, right? You can withdraw your money from your investment at any time, but I think if you put your money in an investing, what is it called? A brokerage account? If you put your money in see, listen, bro, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, bro, which is why I'm saying, like, don't take any of the shit I'm saying too seriously. But, if you put your money in a brokerage account, I would say you really shouldn't be planning on taking that money out for a few years, right? Because the power of investing really comes from, like, letting it sit in your account and, like, accumulating gains, because I think the return for the stock market is like 8% a year or something, on average, right? So like one year it might be 20% gains, another year it might be minus 10%, right? So if you let that build over time, you'll get more and more, which is good. But also if you need it in the short term, you could lose like 10% in 1 year, right? So that's not as good. If you need your money short term, you can put your money in a high yield savings account or bonds or something. To be honest, I don't have either of those things, even though I should probably look more into them. But you should. Yeah, that's important. I just threw a lot of word salad at you. Basically, there's a lot of like things you can give your money to that's not just a bank account, where it can help you grow your money more than if it was sitting in your bank account. For example, a brokerage account. For example, CDs. For example, bonds. For example, a high-yield saving account. All of them have their own like risks and drawbacks. Please, I'm begging you, do your own research. Oh my God, like please don't take this video as gospel. Do your own research. But I just like I really, the advice I would give is start looking into those things and write it down somewhere, take notes, and even if you don't put your money in any of those things today, I think it's good to know what all those things are so you know what your options are. Okay. Let me just talk real quick about IRAs and 401ks. So if you have a normal job, you probably have, your employer probably has like a 401k thing and a possible 401k matching program. You should probably try and max out your contributions to your 401k and your employer contributions to your 401k, because that is basically free money. And if you contribute to your 401k, you're saving money, which, like I said before, is like 80% of the battle. Besides your 401k, you can also open up an IRA. There are Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. I have a Roth IRA. I'm going to give you all a quick recap to the best of my knowledge. Roth IRAs. Basically, you take your income and put it in a Roth IRA. And in that Roth IRA, you can invest in stocks or whatever. And then your money can grow. And then when you retire, or based on all these factors, you can withdraw your money and then you don't have to pay tax on it, which is good because you don't have to pay tax. And you have more money for your retirement. With a traditional IRA, the money you put in is tax deductible, but when you withdraw it, you have to pay taxes. For me, I prefer the Roth IRA because I hope that 30 years from now, I'm making more money than I do now. So if I pay taxes now, I don't have to pay the higher taxes later on when I'm making more money and about to retire. Also, this is important. For your money to actually grow in your IRA, you need to invest it in something. So once again, I recommend you invest it in a low-cost index fund. Find an ETF that's representative of the entire stock market. If you don't do that, then your money sitting in your IRA is basically like if it's sitting in your bank account. And apparently there are horror stories of people putting money in their IRA and not realizing they have to invest it, and then their money doesn't grow. So make sure you invest your money if you put it in an IRA. That's IRAs. Like I said before, maybe not super important for you to worry about in this moment. Just know what it is and go from there, bro. Go from there. Just use this whole shit as a jumping off point, bro. Last thing I'll say on money is just pay someone to do your tax return, bro. At least for me, I like paying someone to do my tax return. I feel like it's worth it. I don't have to fucking worry that like I'm about to do something wrong and go to jail. That doesn't mean you don't have to like double check your tax return when you pay someone to do it for you, but I think it's a good deal to do to pay someone to do your taxes and not try to figure that shit out on your own. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about screens, bro, because screens are a real big thing in a... Let me get these pigs in there. Yeah. Screens are a real big thing in our society. Everyone, all the people in Silicon Valley, they're working very hard to get you to stare at your screen for as long as humanly possible, because the longer you stare at your screen, the more money they make. And so I think it's important to realize that nothing on your screen is real, bro. What do I mean by that? I'm not saying that it's everything on your screen is a conspiracy and the world is flat. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you cannot let your screen affect your non-screen life too hard. Cause you know what I mean? Like if I put my phone away for a week, nothing is really gonna change that much in my life. It would actually probably be better for me to not look at my phone for a week, because then I can focus on like the trillion million problems in my own life that I need to deal with. You know what I mean? You don't need to consume media. You don't need to like be consuming media all the time. You don't need to, be on social media all the time. There's nothing on there that is more important than your own life. Something I like to do is set my phone to black and white mode, because then it's like it turns off the dopamine receptors in my brain, and then I realize this phone is really just a tool for me to like. It's supposed to help me figure out my life. It's what I mean. Like this is not the most. It's not a toy. It's like something I use every now and then if like I gotta make a call. Did I eat all the carrots? I am stupid if I did that, bro. Oh, these are carrots, but they're not grown yet. Do I have bone meal? I bet I do, bro. Right. I was planning to get some iron this game, but like the food situation is really gotta get figured out in this game. Yeah. Your phone's not that important. Don't overthink texts or emails. Like you don't need to like perfectly craft your texts or emails. Just reply to them, send them out, and move on with your life. All right. Lightning round of advice, because this is kind of like short, not shit I really need to go into depth with. All right. How to fucking make sure your house isn't a pigsty. Buy some rubber gloves. It makes cleaning way easier, because then you can dip your hands in hot water, which is good for cleaning. And let me get some chickens in this fence. You can dip your hands in hot water, which is good for cleaning without burning your hands. When I was in college, I worked a dishwashing job, and I did not use rubber gloves. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, because I was literally like scalding my hands for no reason, and it like made washing dishes harder because it was like, ouchie, my hands hurt. I need to take a break from washing dishes. Buy some rubber gloves, bro. That's obvious, but I didn't know it apparently. So if you're a moron like I was, buy buy rubber gloves. Buy an apron. It also makes cooking and washing dishes easier because then you can just fucking go ham on like all your dishes without worrying about fucking up your clothes or whatever. Buy a drying rack for your dishes. Don't just leave them out to dry, bro. I was doing that for like the last few months and I realized that's a moronic thing to do. I love my Roomba. This is, not sponsored. I can't believe we live in a world where it's like you have to say like not sponsored. Oh, what the fuck? This guy has a... What the fuck did this guy get a... Hold on. How do I get off this guy? Wait, how do I get off you, bro? Oh, there we go. This guy's a saddle? I gotta kill you. Get this. I put this on him, didn't I? Sorry, bro. I'm gonna kill you. Saddle. All right, let me get a horse. Right. I like my Roomba, bro. It helps. I see the dust it collects. I could just leave a Roomba on. I thank my Roomba. I'm like, thank you, Roomba, for keeping my house clean. Okay. Yeah, exercise is important, bro. You gotta exercise. I think running is good exercise because it's free, bro. It's free and requires no setup time. You literally just walk outside and start running. That's good. So if you're looking for a way to keep yourself fit, exercise, or get a dog. My dog walks me so much. All right. That was actually a kind of short lightning round. All right. I think another thing in your 20s is a lot of people have a lot of passions, things they want to do, artistic, whatever. You want to start a YouTube channel, you want to write a book, you want to make music. So I think an important thing to do is to treat your passion like a job. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean like work like insane hours at your job or work insane hours on your passion and like, set up a Jira board for your passion. I'm just saying, the same way you take your job really seriously, where like, you have to show up on time to your job or you'll get fired. There's a certain standard of work you hold yourself to your job because you're going to get fired if you don't do your job correctly. Like, take your passion just that seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to flagellate yourself and be like, I'm going to fire myself if I don't do a good job at my passion. But just take it seriously. You know what I mean? A good quote I heard is, if you put in part-time effort, you'll get part-time results. It's that way with your passion, bro. If you don't, where's all my coal? Didn't I mine a bunch of fucking coal this game? Did I use it all, bro? What the fuck? Let me cook some food. I gotta figure this food thing out. I thought, yeah. All right. Just take your job seriously. Or take your passion seriously. Like, I feel like that was a big part in me helping to do the things I wanted to do with this YouTube channel, right? I just like took it seriously. I took myself seriously. I believed in myself, and that went a long way in helping me do what I wanted to do with this YouTube channel. All right. That being said, take breaks. It's important to take breaks. Like, you cannot work your 8-hour job and then come home and work on your passion for 4 hours and then cook and clean and, buy groceries and do all this shit. You can't do all that shit. You can't do all that shit 24/7. You need to take breaks. Even during the day, you gotta like, if you clean your apartment for an hour, take a 15-minute break. Something I feel like I've realized is my body is a physical like thing, you know what I mean? And if I'm working and doing shit for like many hours straight, my body will get physically tired, and then I won't be able to do that thing as much or as well as I wanted to. So it's like taking breaks is really important. It will help you in the long run. Like, I know in our productivity Sigma grind set culture, everyone says like you got to work 100-hour weeks, but I do think we're moving a little bit away from that mindset, which I think is good. Let me sacrifice some of my iron to fix this guy up. All right. Yeah, just take breaks. Use your weekends, bro. Like, it took me a while to figure this out too, because I felt like, because to me it felt like my weekends were like, oh, this is bonus time I can use to like work on stuff. No, bro. The weekend exists for a reason. Like, you really do need to like go outside, literally touch grass. Like, I will go outside and I will literally find a park or a patch of grass somewhere, and I will literally bend down and put my palm against the grass. And doing that shit literally makes me feel better, because it makes me realize there is like all my problems and shit are like not that important. You know, the grass is there. The grass is always going to be there. The grass doesn't care if I'm stressed, if I'm worried, if I'm anxious. Like, everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like, if the grass is okay, I'm okay. I don't need to be cooped up 24/7. Yeah, use your weekends, go outside, have fun. Yeah. All right, we're almost there. almost done with everything I had to say. Yeah, I kind of want to go back to the mentality of how you should approach your 20s and stuff, because I think it's important. Like, I think your mindset really determines. What the fuck? I made another thing here. I don't remember doing this, bro. I think your mindset really affects a lot of stuff in your life, right? Because I was talking earlier about how like I had that job I didn't like, and like I was getting way underpaid at that job. I think a lot of that had to do with, I'm just going to take these barrels of hay. A lot of that had to do with my mentality. And if I had a better mentality and been more confident in myself and blah, 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 I would have just been in a much better position, would have gotten paid an appropriate amount for what I wanted, lived a happier life, pursued the things I wanted to do. Like, everything really falls from your mentality and believing in yourself and being okay with yourself, and not being stressed. Also, don't be stressed, guys, because there's a real like physical detriment to being stressed. Like, last year my eye was like uncontrollably twitching, and I thought it had something to do with me staring at a screen for too long, which it did. that was part of it, I think. But also, I went to the doctor, and he said to me, stress is like a big factor in it. Like, it's like stress can have as much of a detriment on your health as like any physical thing. It's like a real thing. It's not made up. So don't be stressed, guys. There's really nothing, if you're in your 20s, there's really nothing for you to be that stressed about. You have your whole life ahead of you. You're probably in good health. You're probably relatively employable compared to like some 50-year-old guy who doesn't, have up-to-date skills. No offense, 50-year-old guys, but also you guys are about to retire anyway, so you guys are living good lives anyway. Yeah, don't be stressed. Okay. Yeah, I think an important mental aspect to have in your 20s is to live your own life. Realize you are on your own journey in life and not compare to other people. It is really easy to compare yourself to other people in your 20s, right? You hop on social media, You see, all the Forbes 30 under 30. You see everyone who's a CEO of their startup, or an influencer, or a pop star, or just doing better in life at your age or younger than you are. And it's really easy to feel like just bad and like you're doing something wrong and like you are not you're just like a bad you're just like failing at life because you're not succeeding as much as other people. That is not a good mindset, because you live your own unique set of circumstances and your own life, and your life is your own. You know what I mean? There's as J. Cole said, there's no life better than your own life. That's not the exact quote, but you know what I mean. Love yours. Love your life. Even if you think someone else's life is better than yours, which is not, it's not even possible for you to be that other person anyway. You know what I mean? You are your own person. So pining for someone else's life is like crying over spilled milk. It's like there's really no benefit in being jealous of another person. You can be inspired. You can be inspired, but don't wish your life was anyone else's, because your life is your own. And even like the happiest people on earth, or like even people in really good, well-off situations, still want more. You know what I mean? Like me, I live a pretty good life. You know what I mean? I live a pretty good life. I have food every day. I have a roof over my head. And I'm sure if I didn't have food and a roof over my head, I would be thinking, oh man, if only I had food and a roof over my head, I'd be so happy. You know what I mean? You'll never have enough to make you happy unless you'll never if you want something to make you happy, you'll never get that thing. You just have to be happy. I think an important part of being happy is to be present. You're not gonna let me ride you, bro? Wait, what the fuck? I thought the way you were... What the fuck is this bullshit, bro? I gotta give him sugarcane, I'm guessing. I saw sugarcane somewhere, so let me do that. Okay. An important part of being happy, I think, is being present. I think I saw this good quote that a lot of our suffering is imagined. We either, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. We're either focused on the past and some regrets, or we're worried about the future and something that might happen. But if you live in the present, let me give you an example, for example. For example, I could be worried about my past and worried that I didn't do the right things. I'm jealous of other people, and I didn't do the right things in my past to get to where I am today. Right? I could be worried about the past in that way. I could be worried about the future and, where am I going to be in 6 months? Am I going to have enough money to buy a house or retire or whatever? I could worry about all these things, right? And I'm not saying don't plan for your future, but also if I'm present in this moment, in this literal moment, I am playing Minecraft for my YouTube channel that people actually watch. That is actually fucking mind-blowing, because never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would be doing this. You know what I mean? I would be never. I am good in this moment. I'm in my house. I'm about to go get lunch after I make this video. You know what I mean? Like, if I live in the present is really good right now, and I'm having a good time, and I can plan for my future and all that shit. But also, I think it's important to be present most of the time. One thing I like to do that really helps to ground me is 5 things I can see, 4 things I can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. So just in your everyday life, you count out like those things, and it just helps to ground you. An example, I'll fucking give you an example right now. 5 things I can see. I can see this mountain in Minecraft. I can see the grass. I can see the flowers. I can see my horse. I can see my hand in the game. 4 things I can feel. I can feel the desk my hands are on. I can feel my laptop. I can feel there's goddamn hot in here because we're having a heat wave in New York City. And I can feel the ground under my feet. 3 things I can hear. I can hear my own goddamn voice. I can hear my horse galloping. And I can hear the slight echo of my voice in my room. 2 things I can smell. I can smell the unique scent of my apartment, which I actually can't smell because it's I'm used to it. And what's another thing? Sometimes I'll cheat and I'll just like smell my body. I don't know if that's weird, but like yeah, I'll just smell my body. 1 thing I can taste my saliva. And just like doing that, it just really physically grounds me in the moment and helps me to realize that I'm here. I'm alive. I'm right here physically in this moment, and I don't really need to worry about all the shit that's making me anxious in my brain. Just some more random stuff. I think it's inevitable that you're going to feel bad in life or encounter shit that makes you feel sad or angry or bad. Something I like to think about is the 3-day rule, which is, on the first day something bad happens to you, you're going to feel really bad. The second day, you're going to feel a little less bad. And then by the 3rd day, hopefully, most of the feeling will have passed. I think that's important to know because it hammers home the idea that this life, time washes away everything. And we're all here for a temporary time on this earth, and just don't let the bad shit hold you down too much. Oh right, I was gonna get that horse. Let me sleep and then get the horse. Don't let the bad shit get you down too much. And yeah, be in the present. Pursue the things you want to do. Another good quote. I'm full of quotes, bro. I'm a quote machine. Another good quote I had is, if you do what you love, the days are fast and the years are long. And if you do what you don't love, the days are long and the years are fast. You know what I mean? If you do what you love, you will be happy. And if you don't do what you love, you will not be happy. That really sums it up. For whatever it is in life, I think self-improvement is always the answer. You should try to look at yourself and look inside, look internally. I think, for a lot of my life, I looked for external validation. I don't think that is where I don't think that's where personal growth really, truly comes from. I think, look at yourself, like try to focus on yourself, like improve yourself, better yourself, and that will really solve a lot of problems. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like your job isn't, if your job sucks, and you wish you had a significant other, right? You can go out there and try to impress other people, but I don't think that's the way to go about it. I think the way to get the things you want to do is look at yourself, improve yourself. And I really don't think you can go wrong if you do that. Yeah, that's the video, guys. Love yours, love your life. It's all gonna be good. This video is really long, but hopefully some parts of it were helpful or entertaining or whatever. Yeah, I think your 20s, my 20s, your 20s. Your 20s are a pretty hectic time. My 20s, I never would have imagined my 20s would have been like this, but also I'm glad for everything that happened, even the shitty jobs, even the moments when I was sad, because I grew a lot from them and I learned a lot from them, and I think it's okay, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to learn, it's okay to grow. And I think something I had to do is not beat myself up so much and just like be okay just be okay with myself. And I think if you're okay with, like, you're okay, bro. If you're speaking to you, if you're watching this, you're okay, bro. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry too much. If you're healthy, that's everything, bro. Cause yeah, it just puts things in perspective, I guess. Cause yeah, I don't know. I guess you know, I had some people in my life pass away last year, and it just puts it in perspective that you know, all the things we worry about, our jobs, how much money we make, if we're having enough sex, all this, you know, stuff, it's really not that important, because one day we are all going back home to the light, and then all this shit will seem really frivolous. How do I ride this dude? Oh, this guy does not let me ride him. I gotta really read the Minecraft wiki. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. If you watched the end of this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. Love you. Yeah, it's all gonna be good. Stay safe, stay sane. I'm gonna fucking domesticate the fuck out of this horse next game. Catch you next time. Peace.